Why dogs react differently to men, women, and children. Have you ever noticed how your dog seems to behave one way around certain people but completely differently around others? Maybe they're relaxed and playful around women, cautious and alert around men, or endlessly gentle with children. These reactions aren't random or purely based on training. They're a fascinating mix of biology, social learning, emotional intelligence, and past experiences. Understanding why dogs respond differently to men, women, and children can give us incredible insight into canine perception, instincts, and their remarkable ability to read humans. Dogs are highly social creatures. Over thousands of years of domestication, they have evolved alongside humans, learning to interpret subtle cues in our behavior, voices, and body language. Unlike many other animals, dogs don't just respond to obvious commands, they read intentions, energy, and social signals. This makes them incredibly sensitive to differences in the way men, women, and children move, speak, and interact. Every reaction you notice is a mix of instinct, observation, and experience. One major factor is voice and tone. Dogs are incredibly attuned to pitch and volume. Women often have higher-pitched voices than men, and children have voices that are even more varied and energetic. Higher-pitched tones tend to grab a dog's attention more quickly and can convey friendliness, playfulness, or excitement. Lower-pitched voices, on the other hand, can be interpreted as authoritative or even threatening, depending on context. This explains why dogs may approach a woman or child eagerly, but remain cautious or even submissive around a man with a deep, firm voice. Their brains are wired to interpret pitch and tone as social and emotional signals. Body language is equally important. Men, on average, tend to have broader shoulders, taller stature, and larger movements, which can seem intimidating to some dogs, especially smaller breeds or those with anxious personalities. Women often have gentler gestures, slower movements, and a softer approach, which dogs interpret as non-threatening. Children, however, can be unpredictable in movement. They run, jump, and wave their arms, which excites some dogs and causes caution in others. Dogs read posture, gait, and size instinctively, and these physical cues significantly influence their reactions. Past experiences play a huge role as well. Dogs are excellent observers and remember interactions for years. A dog that has had positive experiences with women may be more relaxed around them, while one that has been startled or mistreated by men may approach them more cautiously. Similarly, dogs raised around children often develop patience and gentleness, while those with little exposure may be nervous around the high energy and unpredictable movements of kids. Each dog's history shapes their expectations and reactions, creating a personalized pattern of social behavior. Scent is another key factor. Dogs rely on smell far more than humans realize, and the natural scent of men, women, and children differs. Hormones, personal care products, diet, and natural body odor provide rich information about identity, emotional state, and even health. For instance, men often have a scent that dogs associate with dominance or unfamiliarity. Women may carry calming pheromones or familiar scents, and children often exude a combination of high energy and unpredictability. Dogs interpret these subtle chemical cues continuously, adjusting behavior based on perceived safety or social compatibility. Dogs are also sensitive to energy levels. Men often emit a steadier, controlled energy, while women may display more nurturing and socially engaging energy, and children radiate high, fluctuating energy. Dogs match their own responses to these energy levels. Calm dogs may find relaxed, consistent energy comforting, while playful, excitable dogs are drawn to the unpredictable energy of children. This mirroring of energy helps dogs navigate social interactions effectively, maintaining both safety and engagement. Social cues and communication style influence reactions as well. Dogs notice how men, women, and children interact with them and others. Someone who uses gentle gestures, calm speech, and consistent body language earns trust quickly. Children, who may be unpredictable, loud, or sudden, require dogs to adjust carefully, often leading to more cautious or playful responses, depending on the dog's temperament. Dogs are not just reacting randomly, they are reading signals and adjusting behavior to maintain social harmony. Age also matters. Puppies are highly impressionable and will often approach anyone with curiosity and excitement, regardless of gender. As dogs mature, their preferences and caution levels become more pronounced. Adult dogs may show favoritism or caution based on observed behavior and energy, while senior dogs often gravitate toward calm, predictable individuals, finding reassurance in stability and gentle gestures. Life stage influences how dogs process social cues and whom they feel comfortable approaching. training history can modify these natural tendencies. Dogs exposed to positive reinforcement and socialization around all types of people tend to be more adaptable, showing less gender or age bias. Dogs without diverse social exposure may be more selective, cautious, or reactive. Understanding these tendencies can help owners introduce their dogs to new people safely, using observation, gradual exposure, and positive reinforcement to build confidence and social competence. Fear and anxiety are also critical factors. A dog that experienced negative encounters with men may generalize caution toward all men, while a dog that had positive experiences with women may be more eager to approach them. Children's erratic movements or high-pitched voices can initially trigger alertness or anxiety in sensitive dogs. Recognizing these patterns is essential to managing interactions safely and effectively. Dogs communicate through posture, tail position, and facial expression, signaling comfort or discomfort long before any action occurs. Interestingly, dogs often learn social hierarchies by observation. They notice who takes leadership roles in households, who is assertive, and who provides care. Men may be perceived as leaders due to body language or confidence, women may be seen as nurturing figures, and children as curious, energetic beings requiring guidance. Dogs adjust behavior based on perceived social roles, sometimes following or protecting certain individuals in accordance with these internalized hierarchies. Play behavior is another area influenced by gender and age. Dogs may engage in rough and tumble play with men who mirror their energy, gentle or nurturing play with women, and high-energy, unpredictable games with children. This demonstrates the dog's ability to adjust interaction style based on cues and perceived social rules, highlighting both intelligence and social flexibility. Watching interactions helps dogs refine play strategies, ensuring safe and mutually enjoyable experiences. Dogs are also highly observant of emotional signals. They can detect micro-expressions of happiness, anger, frustration, or fear in humans. These signals guide their responses, allowing them to modulate behavior to match human moods. A dog may approach a woman who is smiling and relaxed, avoid a man who appears tense, or carefully observe a child who is excited or loud. Emotional intelligence in dogs is closely linked to their ability to read humans accurately, making observation a critical tool for social navigation. Even subtle reinforcement plays a role. Dogs quickly learn which individuals reward or punish behavior, consciously or unconsciously. If men tend to provide commands or discipline, dogs may approach cautiously or with respect. If women offer petting, treats, or comforting attention, dogs may show eagerness or affection. Children, with unpredictable reinforcement, sometimes offering play, sometimes startling them, require dogs to remain alert and adaptive. These learned patterns, combined with observation, shape daily interactions. Sensory cues beyond sight and sound, such as touch and proximity, also matter. Dogs notice how people approach them, whether gently or abruptly, slowly or quickly. These subtle differences are interpreted through instinct, learning, and experience, influencing the dog's comfort level and willingness to interact. Gentle, predictable touch builds trust, while sudden movements can trigger caution or excitement. Dogs integrate all these sensory inputs simultaneously to guide behavior. Dogs are also capable of anticipatory behavior based on human type. They can predict actions, such as who is likely to initiate play, who will give treats, or who will enforce rules. This predictive ability stems from observation, memory, and social learning. Over time, dogs create mental models of the people around them, allowing them to act proactively rather than reactively. Anticipation is a hallmark of intelligence and social awareness in dogs. Additionally, individual personality influences reactions. Some dogs are naturally confident, bold, and curious, approaching everyone regardless of age or gender. Others are shy, cautious, or highly sensitive, requiring careful observation before interacting. Energy levels, past experiences, breed tendencies, and socialization history all contribute to these personality differences. Observing how dogs respond to men, women, and children reveals not just preference, but the intricate interplay of nature and nurture. Even in multi-person households, preferences can be nuanced. A dog may approach men for security, women for nurturing, and children for play. Different members of the household can fulfill specific emotional and social needs, and dogs learn this through careful observation and experience. This specialization demonstrates both social intelligence and adaptability, showing that dogs are not limited to simple reactions, but instead navigate complex social structures thoughtfully. Observation also informs safety decisions. Dogs are wired to assess risk and adjust behavior based on prior experience and observed cues. Men with assertive body language may be approached with caution. Women displaying calm and open gestures may invite closeness, and children's unpredictable behavior may trigger alertness or playful engagement. These judgments are often made instantly, highlighting the dog's rapid processing of observed information. Dogs' reactions to men, women, and children are further influenced by cultural context. In households where men or women take specific roles in caregiving, discipline, or play, dogs adapt to these patterns. Dogs are constantly analyzing social dynamics, observing patterns of reward, attention, and leadership. Their behavior is not random, it's informed, deliberate, and shaped by both instinct and learned experience. Interestingly, dogs also watch how people interact with each other and adjust their behavior accordingly. They notice conflict, cooperation, affection, and tension, which guides their decisions on whom to approach, follow, or avoid. Dogs integrate this information to maintain harmony, reduce stress, and ensure positive engagement. Social intelligence in dogs is deeply rooted in observation, memory, and adaptive behavior. In essence, dogs' differential reactions to men, women, and children are not accidental. They reflect a sophisticated combination of instinct, learning, social intelligence, sensory perception, and emotional awareness. They observe closely, interpret cues, and adjust behavior to match social, emotional, and environmental context. Every wag, bark, or cautious step tells a story of careful observation and learned understanding. So, the next time your dog approaches one person eagerly, hesitates around another, or seems to instinctively know how to interact with a child, remember, they've been watching, learning, and interpreting all along. Dogs are not just passive companions, they are active observers, students of human behavior, and masters of social learning. Their reactions to men, women, and children are a testament to their intelligence, adaptability, and deep bond with humans. If this helps you understand why dogs respond differently to different people, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights into canine behavior. Share in the comments. Have you noticed your dog preferring certain people or reacting differently to men, women, or children? Every response is a lesson in trust, observation, and the remarkable social intelligence of dogs.